In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that has guided the way that I think about money, along with the way that I advise my clients. I'm going to be covering the correlation between running and financial planning, which are two very important parts of my life. For context, I was a Division I runner in college, and I now compete at the marathon distance with the goal of competing at the 2028 Olympic trials. So at first glance, running and financial planning may not seem related, but when you start to break them down, you'll see that at its core, they follow similar principles. Both require consistency, patience, discipline, and a long-term mindset. We're going to walk through a few key parallels between the two and how the lessons you learn from running can actually make you a more effective investor, and vice versa. So the first parallel is regarding consistency over time. In running, you don't get faster or more fit from a single workout. Progress comes from showing up consistently. That's day after day, week after week. And financial planning works the same way. You're not building wealth from one good investment decision. It's the result of consistent contributions, disciplined investing, and staying committed over time. Whether it's running miles or investing dollars, consistency is what drives your results. Having a plan. No runner trains without having a plan. Whether it's preparing for a 5K, half marathon, or the full marathon, there is a structured approach behind it. Mileage, pacing, rest days, progression, all of these attribute to your success. Financial planning is no different. You need a plan that aligns with your goals. This includes your retirement and income needs, your risk tolerance, and time horizon. Without a plan, it's easy to drift, easier to make emotional decisions, or reacting to short-term noise instead of focusing on the long-term picture. Dealing with the ups and downs. Every runner has good days and bad days. Some runs feel strong and effortless, and others feel slow and difficult. Investing is very similar in that way. Markets do not move in a straight line. They go through cycles of growth, corrections, and volatility. The key in both running and investing is to not panic during those tough moments. Bad runs happen. Market downturns happen. What matters is sticking with the process and continuing to move forward. Discipline over motivation. Motivation can get you started, but it's discipline that keeps you going. There are absolutely days where you don't feel like running, and it's hard to get out the door. The same thing applies to investing, especially during uncertain markets or periods of volatility. In both cases, success comes from doing what you're supposed to do, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what separates short-term effort into long-term results. Recovery and adjustments. Runners do not train hard every day. They build in rest and recovery to avoid injury and burnout. In financial planning, this is similar to periodically reviewing and assessing your portfolio. Rebalancing, updating your plan, and making small adjustments help ensure that everything is geared toward your goals. And it's not about constantly changing direction. It's about making intentional, measured adjustments when needed. And finally, long-term thinking. Running a marathon requires pacing, patience, and endurance. If you start out too fast, you risk not making it to that finish line, or doing it in a very painful way. Financial planning works the same way. It's a long-term gain. Trying to time the market or chase short-term gains can often lead to mistakes. Success comes from maintaining a steady pace and trusting your plan. At the end of the day, running and financial planning both reward the same mindset: consistency, discipline, patience, and a commitment to the process. You don't need to be perfect in either one. You just need to keep showing up and continuing to stay focused. And if you would like guidance in executing your financial plan, please feel free to reach out. If you like videos like this and would like to continue learning more, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and take care.